Hola, Jay Weezy here, and I'm going to be showcasing the brand new Haunted Manor Paragon. This is a skin, a spooky house of horror, or Paidemon's mansion. It's got two names for some reason. This is what it looks like on Frankenstein's Manor. I'd say it's pretty cool. And this is Paidemon's mansion. So, look at it, getting a look at it, it looks odd. I'm not entirely sure what this red blob is. Maybe it's like smoke, smog. It's something. Personally, this reminds me of like the big house from Hello Neighbor. No, this looks like the Onceler's house. Like from the Lord, look at it. Literally the Onceler's house. Right next to it. I think the design is really cool, but I just personally I don't care for it. Like, it doesn't look like Haunted Manor. I'm sorry, but how can something like this go to this? This does not remind me of Manor. If you were to tell me this word would have been in Cube 4 years ago when Manor dropped, I wouldn't have believed you. What is it? Okay, I think the design is really cool, and Holiday Basti, I think that's his name, or her, I don't know, but it looks really well made and cool. But I just don't think it fits in with Cube Defense. Okay, I could be yapping. This is my personal opinion. It looks odd. What is this? It spawns these weird wisps, which have negative 650 health. What? Okay, so they don't work like normal spawners. They pass through everything and subtract health. So let me just spawn some lead cubes. So it's going this way. All of these cubes are going to get their health subtracted by 650. So it's kind of like, it's like a hit target. And every time it hits something, it gets buffed, but that's only with the boss, which is the Gravekeeper. Spawn a Gravekeeper to trample the entire track. Not entire, obviously, this is a 2-path track. But every time it does that, it gets buffed. Oh, they lowered the ability. Okay, ability is 45 seconds. Now this is the Gravekeeper. It's a spider, if you couldn't tell. It's like a weird arachnid creature. So Haunted Manor is the third tower in the game to get an ability. And unfortunately, something really dumb they did, which I think they should change, is you can only have one. It says you can only have one of each type of Paragon, but that's only for this one. I've tried it with a couple others and none of them are affected, for what I know. So obviously this thing's still getting kind of changed. It's like Tesla in a way, but maybe a little worse, to be honest. So it siphons all the health of whatever cubes it touch and spawn a Gravekeeper. And it just gets buffed the more things it hits. So if I were to just spawn a couple of you. Oh yeah, here, let me turn it. So it'll just do that, and it can do a decent chunk, actually. But that's not the best. That was loud and that hurt. I don't know. These things don't get affected at all. I'm pretty sure they're still 650. The design is literally a square with the material of neon and red. Not to say it's bad, but I think they could just replace that with the Grim Reaper, you know? I would not care at all. And then the tail doesn't even, turn. It's just stiff. Why they could have made that like a little Leviathan. I feel like I'm being picky here, but I just do not care for this thing. I love Manor. This is easily like one of my favorite towers, but meh. Manor is my favorite tower until they drop this Paragon. Cool design. I'm not hating on the design. I'm hating on what it does. Like, I also would prefer a different thing. Obviously, this thing's kind of okay. Like, it'll take a little bit for the damage to rack up. Plus, okay, that is getting kind of quick, but the ability takes a while, and I'm not sure if it can be buffed by Void Rift or not. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. You're just not working. Oh, okay. So it's connected. Do you get buffed at all? 160 more range. Okay, let me just. Damn, that's loud. So, okay. 813. Okay, so Void Rift does buff the red thing's health. If I were to spawn the little arachnid fella, it looks like a cut potato. That thing will just go and do its thing. Now, obviously, over time, that can rack up to a lot. But I personally don't think it's worth it. It's just like a worse version of, Blazefall Para. I mean, yeah, it can hit Shadow, I'm pretty sure, but even then, is that worth it? Where do you avoid? Yeah, your Shadow. Wow. Because Void can't, I think this can, I actually haven't tested it. Watch health. Oh, well, it's not. So yeah, that red cube wiped every single Void boss or thingy. Here, let's just see if it can hit Shadow. It turned. Okay, so this can hit Shadow, so that's one like above. But it still takes 45 seconds to shoot. It will rack up over time, but it's gonna take a while for that over time to happen, and even then, it won't be that useful for bosses. Gary could probably do more damage. I don't know. Obviously, it takes a while, and this isn't a real match. This is sandbox. I'm not gonna go test it in a real match because it's gonna take too long. Personally, I think it's okay. This is possibly the worst Paragon to ever be created. This thing is worse than Mountain Mini Para, and I'm not even joking. You get one. Think about that. Maybe if you could upgrade the other one, but no, you can't. You get one of these and that's it. That is what makes it bad. If you could upgrade the other Manor, yeah, it'd be worth it. But you get, you get Uno Para. And that means it's not very worth it. It'll be good for spam and like End Nightmare, Void Valkyries, and those little what are they? They're not on here. But, you know what I mean. Like, how much health do these suits have? 4,700? Let's say, I don't know, there's like a crap ton of these and you manage to get your mana up. And oh, Arachnid guy. Oh my goodness. There he is. Wow, I hit it a bunch. Cool. Blazefall would have killed those in like 3 swings. It is not worth it to bring this thing. And overall, Blazefall has more use. Manor Para, usually the worst in the game. Even if you could have two, it's still one of the worst ones. Design, it looks really cool, but it doesn't feel like a manor to me. It just looks like the house from the Lorax, the Once-Thers. Look at it. The doohickey. Like, instead of that going from that, what about that going to something like that, which I'm putting on screen and editing? Because, yeah. My personal opinion, cool. Cool design. I guess cool ability. This thing just looks like a boiled potato to me. I don't want to be me. It looks like a boiled potato. And it's like farting red 40. It is just farting. Okay, that's all I have to say about it. I'm just gonna keep centering these things. Those are its stats in the corner. Let me just delete you. I don't want to be mean. Like, mean anymore, because I've been pretty mean. That's not nice. I like it. Do I like it? No, not really. But it's okay. Okay, it's still getting buffed by Void Rift. It never loses Void Rift buff. That's a bug. Yeah. Oh, okay, there it goes. Those are its stats, and then this is what the ability looks like. It's Siphon. Where's it going? That way. It's just farting red 40. I think the like liminal effects are cool, but anyways, thank you for watching. I'm Jay Weezy and it's too easy. I am going to literally blow up. Bye bye.